It is going to get weird. It's already gotten weird, and it's going to get weird again as we go through the state of the weirdness. The episode where Frank and I talk about stats and other stuff. We also have a super special game of Dearly Beloved, your favorite new game show that Frank and I invented. It's going to be great. It's going to get weird. You want to reach us? Get Weird PC on Twitter. It's going to get weird 369 at gmail.com. We're on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts and other shit we didn't even know that existed. And we're on them, and we're going to talk about those stats tonight. I'm with my best man. His name is Frank Green. He is zooming right now from parts unknown. I am Scott Clark. I am zooming from the Murder Nap Studios. Don't ask why it's called that. The Murder Nap Studios here in Southern Indiana. I'm with my main man, Frank Green.
Oh my God!
How was your? I miss you. We didn't pod for almost, I want to say 9-10 days.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
And I mean, we keep the Friday thing. We try to have one every Friday. It's not always going to happen, but I don't know. I miss you.
I miss you too. This week our schedule got screwed up and everything got pushed back. I thought we were doing this week's last week.
Yes.
But we're going to do it on Friday.
Tomorrow.
So, right. So we're actually going to have a pod. Tomorrow's not Friday, is it? Oh, it is Friday. We're actually going to have a pod. Yeah, so this one you're hearing will come after the pod. Will come before. Yeah, never mind.
It doesn't really matter. We're really going to talk about the state of the weirdness, the state of the union, if you will. Frank and I have been doing this. We've done, this will be our 15th episode.
This will be 15th. We got 15. One more after that for the season.
For the season. We're going to do is cut the season short. I'm just finding about that right now.
It's not short. That's 16 episodes.
I just want to keep doing it every week. It's almost therapy for me, my man.
Well, there's nothing. We got a season 2. That's all you got to do is call it season 2, and it's a differentiate. Nothing changes.
And don't do math with me, man. I've never been good at math.
We got a new theme song coming for season 2 as well.
I'd like to. There's a couple guys that I know that play on it. I demanded to. Is it not the same one?
No, it is. It is.
Oh, I demanded to play on it, so I play one guitar lick over and over again for 17 takes until Frank went, "All right, you got it."
So it's like normal. You just
play
pretty
the
much same lick all day long.
Yes, it is gonna get weird. And State of the Union fact number 1. It's going to get weird. 369 at gmail.com has not gotten one single email.
Well, people aren't into the whole internet thing anymore. They don't like to send
I knew it was
messages.
Yeah. I knew it was a fad.
It's funny how fucking email has become like a dinosaur. It's like, oh, send me an email. Great.
Oh, Jesus.
God, it means I got to go to I got to fucking sign in.
Hang on. I got to answer my phone. What did I do a second ago when my phone rang?
Right. I have to type the first letter of my email address so it autofills. You're going to make me autofill everything.
If it doesn't autofill, you're not getting a fucking email.
Right. I have to hit my screen twice. Jesus Christ.
Whoa, my God. I'm going to simulate the phone. Frank and I were getting set up. And my phone, my actual home phone, I have one just for my security alarm because that's what my wife wants. And what baby wants, baby gets. And you don't put her in a corner. But my phone rang. Well, Frank and I were getting it set up, and I did this, and this is what I do every time my phone rings. Call me an asshole. I don't care. I enjoy doing this. First of all, you should not be calling my home phone. But anyway, here's a simulation of what just happened about 2 seconds ago or 2 minutes ago. Ring, ring, ring.
Ring.
Fuck off.
What you should do is
Clarence Beeks.
It's fuck off, Ray. What movie's that from?
That's from The Doors, and that was done by Billy Idol. Oh, fuck off, Ray. I love that. Don't fucking try to bust my balls on some movies, man. That's what I do. All right, here we go. The one thing we like to do on the podcast every week, first off, we always try to get the funniest shit you saw, heard, whatever of the week. And I will, if Frank is ready, I will let him go first.
Wait, what's that?
The funniest shit you saw this. I can see your face, man. You're reading your fucking phone.
I'm trying to make things happen here.
Oh, I know what he's trying to do. Okay.
Uh,
Should I wait for a moment, sir?
uh,
I can tell my story if you'd like.
Funniest thing I've seen this week. Ah, shit.
Oh shit, it's pretty funny.
You know what? Do your story. I'm gonna have to take a second.
And Frank goes back to the phone. All right. I know some people. I work for U of L. People know this about me.
Hold on, you drinking Diet Sprite?
Sprite Zero.
Oh, how does it taste? Sprite Zero.
It tastes like Sprite. And
Okay.
man, I didn't drink diet sodas until I started drinking the zeros.
Right
Once I got on the zeros, gotta say, proud sponsor of It's Gonna Get Weird. I can't. Diet Coke is what I drink in a pinch. The Coke Zero, it's actually better for you than Diet Coke. And I'm a Sprite guy. I'm actually a ginger ale guy, but the diet ones don't taste right. Sprite Zero and Coke Zero, spot on, like Heineken Zero, spot on.
Oh wow!
And when I go back to the regular ones, not so much Heineken, I can always go back to those. But
Right.
when I go back to a Coke or a Sprite, or a Mountain Dew was my shit back in the day, if you remember.
Oh yeah.
I mean, now I drank tons of Mountain Dew. You know the leading cause of hemorrhoids in men from ages 28 to, I told you this stat. I stopped drinking Mountain Dew because of it. It's Mountain Dew. It's the amount of sugar and caffeine or whatever it is. It's hemorrhoids.
It's because you had to go to the doctor for a hemorrhoid.
No, that wasn't me. That was a certain guy we talked about a
Okay.
couple weeks ago. Yeah, that was him that sat on the donut while playing drums. Jesus. I think about it every time. I have prep. This is gonna be really honest right now.
All right.
I actually keep Preparation H wipes. I used to use baby wipes and ban roll-on.
Right.
Because at two people, I'm not going to name those two people. You can choose which one you want to admit to, but I keep Preparation H baby wipes. I use those all the time, from spicy food to drinking back in the day, traveling, whatever we did. But those things saved. I wouldn't say they saved my ass. How about that? And then ban roll-on. Ban roll-on is
I taught you that.
A great friend of mine. Will you tell the ban roll-on story?
Yeah. Being a guy and being,
in a band,
in a
sweating
band
on stage.
It's and and if you always want to make sure that you're good. Because sometimes you hook up, with a chick, or you might go home with somebody, or you want to go party.
It could be at 10:30. It could be at 12:30. It
Right.
might be at 4:30.
Right. But the only way and you don't know how, especially with your nuts and your ass, you're out all night, you're farting, you're drinking, you're sweating your balls off, literally.
Farting.
It's terrible.
Ban roll-on.
So I devised this thing. I devised. Yeah, I came up with.
I devised. James Bond and I got together with Gold Bond, devised a plan. Gold Bond.
So back then they had actual band roll-on that had the ball top that actually moved. Like a joist, the ball on a mouse.
You're playing Pong on an AS-46.
Yeah, it's like woo! It's like the ball on the golden tee. But
or the old football game where you.
Yeah. So it had that, so it was always stayed,
fresh and exciting.
Yeah,
and new.
Yeah, so I devised this thing to where you just run like one trip up the ass crack.
I know this story.
And then up and under the nuts.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's
if you do any more, they get chalkiness. I remember this story.
And you can taste it if anybody's eating your ass. Or I'm sorry, or searching for your balls.
No, you had the fingers like under the famunda.
Got
up the right, up the left. That's it. And be sparing, man. You don't want them to have a chalky dick.
Yeah. Well, them.
Them.
You mean you?
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess in general, it would work both ways. Yes.
Well, you don't want to. Well, guys have more tackle. You just don't want to. You just don't want to have stinky nuts. While somebody's down there. You know what I mean? So you're doing her a real fine service, and it's free. So
fine service.
I just said, hey, here's the
secret. Thank
you,
sir.
Because we were talking about being like, oh my God, my ass stinks so bad, something like that, and I'm like, here's the
trick. Here's the trick, man. Here's what you do. You take the band roll on. You go up the left side. You go up the right side. You one under the nuts, no more.
I know you're thinking this is silly, but I promise you this works, and you will thank me the next time it's in need.
It's 20 years later, and I'm thanking you again.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Frank.
All right, good job. And that is the public service announcement for It's Gonna Get Weird. Band Roll-On, proud sponsor of It's Gonna Get Weird. Put it on your balls, just a little bit, not too much. You don't want chalky mouth.
That's a great commercial. We'll do the drop in. I'm going to record that as a separate.
That's perfectly fine. All right. So we always like to start with the funniest shit this week, but sometimes we get up on tangents because we're already left. People don't understand that you and I text each other all the time. We texted so much in the last hour that I went, shut up, save it for the pod. To make the pod fun, because we have that kind of fun and a good time. We always like to start with the funniest shit you saw this week. Frank has still not thought of it. He's still reading a phone right now, so I'm going to tell my funniest story, or the funniest thing that happened to me, and it happened yesterday on St. Patrick's Day. I go to one of my, got to be ambiguous and innocuous and other big words that I really don't know how to spell. I couldn't even spell gonorrhea tonight with Frank. I was like, how do you spell gonorrhea? How many friends do you have that would go, hey, man, how do you spell gonorrhea?
And how many people do you know that know how to spell it first trip up?
I know one person, and that is you.
Yeah, don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, exactly.
Kidding.
So anyway, so I'm at St. Patrick's Day. I'm kind of making the rounds down in a part of town.
Right.
And I sit down at the bar with a guy that we talked about, the young 11-year-old bouncer who listened to the podcast and gave me notes that we might talk about later, or we might not talk about them at all.
Okay.
Anyway, I sat down and we're still social distancing and all that. So I'm at one end of the bar. My customer is in the middle, and there's a African-American gentleman to my right who I was pretty sure I knew who it was, but I didn't say shit.
Right.
So we sat down, we started talking, and the gentleman at the far end of the bar saw my U of L, University of Louisville. People that don't, there's actually people in states and countries that are listening to us now, and I'll get to that later. But so people that don't know, we are in basically Kentuckiana. It's Louisville, Kentucky, right across the bridge from Jeffersonville, New Albany, Indiana.
Yeah.
So kind of our area is right there in the Derby. We call it Kentuckiana.
Right.
Derby City.
Yeah, the Ohio River maintains the southernmost Indiana border and the northernmost Kentucky border. Where Kentucky and Indiana meet, it's all Ohio River. So, yeah.
So we're all Kentucky, Indiana folk. Indiana people don't want to drive in Kentucky, and Kentucky people don't want to drive in Indiana. That's a whole nother podcast we can get into. Anyway, so I'm sitting there with the guy, and he sees my University of Louisville mask. That's the one I had on for St. Patrick's Day, like wearing in the bars. And he starts going, oh, I see you're a Louisville fan, man. Man, what a we got stuffed, we got shit, we got dumped on, we got jammed in the NCAA tournament. I'm like, oh yeah. And then I was like, and I didn't want to go. Now, people that listen to the podcast know that I work for Louisville. I'm big. Obviously, there's a big Louisville helmet behind me. What? Who? That guy? Who? He worked for Louisville. So we just started talking, and I knew who it was. At that point, I knew who it was, and I didn't say anything.
Okay. And
so I was like, yeah, man, we got jammed. I gave my opinion. I understood this and that about the thing that did the Mitch Barnhart joke. Oh, so the guy in charge of the NCAA is the rival school's athletic director. No wonder we didn't get it. So Kentucky's not in. So Indiana's not in. Louisville's not in. The only program from the state of Kentucky got in was Morehead State.
Nice.
Now, listen, I know it's a COVID year, and you feel the same way we kind of do about, I don't give a shit. It's COVID. Who cares? People that are beating on the anyway. So I'm sitting there, and we started talking about Louisville stuff, And I knew, I literally, like by the third question, I knew exactly who it was. And the bar manager, buddy of mine, went, "Hey, Scott, you know this guy Bilal?" I went,
What?
I was like, "Man, that's a really unique name." I knew a guy named Bilal Powell that played for the University of Louisville, played for the Jets for a few years. He's a fucking dick. And of course, laughter ensued. But I made that choice where I could either get my ass beat or get a huge laugh. And I gambled and I won because everyone was like, ah. He was like, "Oh, you knew." I was like, "Oh, man, I know who you are, man. Come on." I interviewed you in 2005.
Oh, you should remember me. I'm Scott Clark.
No, I actually said that. I was like, "You have no," but I interviewed you 3 times, man. You have no. No, I get it. And we sat there and had a good old time and talked about that. And I said on a previous episode, I want to say it was number 2 or number 3, Stefan Leforce, the University of Louisville quarterback that ended up playing for the Carolina Panthers and in the Canadian Football League. What a great man he's done. He's running a great football program. I was like, Bilal started talking with me, and I'm going, "Oh man, Stefan Leforce, and we talked about you on my podcast." He's like, "You got a podcast? You talked about me?" And then he goes, "You got Stefan Leforce's number?" I was like, "Yeah, let me check real quick." And I literally put him on speakerphone. I called Stefan Leforce and went, "Yeah, man, I know it's St. Patrick's Day. I'm just sitting here hanging out with Bilal Powell. He wants your number, man. You know me, I don't give out anybody's number. Is it okay if Bilal Powell gets your number, your old teammate? Is that cool?" And they both started laughing hysterically. And I hung up the phone and I put it in my pocket. And I was like, "And scene." And I walked out and I went home sober. Well, somewhat sober.
That's pretty good.
But I was like, all right, I won this one. Bilal, that's a really specific name, man. But yeah. I knew this guy named Bilal Powell. What a dick.
Yeah, he was a terrible player.
Man, that guy couldn't hold on to the football. Fumbalaya. Fumbaliski.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good one.
Was it good?
It was actually pretty good.
I was either going to get punched in the face or get a huge laugh, and I got a huge laugh. I gambled on it. I'm glad. Thank you.
Hey, real quick, I want you to do something. I would like you to say hello to our friend.
Oh, is that Todd O'Meara?
It does. Are you calling from the afterlife? What is that? Everything behind you is blurred.
Hey, have you ever seen the movie? Have you ever seen the movie Powder?
Todd is connecting to audio. He's having
Todd.
He's connecting.
I feel like I should go get a guitar.
Hey, can you hear us? Nope, not yet. It's coming.
He's coming.
It's coming. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Man,
the voice of God.
Did you powder yourself before you came on? Like
I powder myself daily.
Oh.
Tell him, go back and listen.
When your video signed on, before your audio signed on, everything in the background is blurry, and it looked like from the afterlife. I was like, Jesus, did he die? Is this Beetlejuice? Is this Celebrity Ghost Stories with Todd O'Meara?
Hey, man, this ain't my first Zoom meeting. I know how to blur the background. I mean, you guys should take a fucking hint.
How do you blur the background?
There's a setting, Frank.
Come on, man.
I swear to God.
I've already, you know what? I'm gonna blur my face.
Frank's got the Blair Witch Project poster behind him. He's blacking out everything. I want to act like I have an actual working recording studio, so I make it look like that. But
I'm digging it. You got the
studio.
You got the U of L helmet in the background. You got Gene over there. You
That's pretty much all you need.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So
what are you doing?
By the way, Gene is a very underrated bass player. I'm just saying.
But you ain't gonna convince us.
He is. I mean, it's meat and potatoes, but yeah, absolutely.
100%. The runs he makes on the first 3 albums.
Yeah, you could tell that he was he admired Paul. Yeah, Paul McCartney.
Beatles fan.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. As you can absolutely hear it.
He's always moving. So what are you into tonight?
bullet 10-year-old right now.
Okay.
And that's blurred too. It just got blurred. Put
Did
it up
it?
again.
Oh, okay. It's blurred.
It's gonna get blurred.
How about now?
Welcome to
It's gonna get weird.
blurred. The new podcast with Todd O'Meara and Frank and Scott. It's
I don't
gonna
even
get
know-
blurred.
I don't even know if I can turn off the blur. I'll turn off the blur.
No,
if I can turn
don't.
off the
I
blur.
like it.
No,
You like the blur?
It makes it
Okay.
better. It makes
All right,
it better.
Yeah.
I'll leave the blur.
Looks like
So-
you're in a seance.
So, Todd, we're doing State of the Union, or I like to call it State of the Weirdness. And I
Yeah.
pulled up, and listen, I know it's a little shitty podcast, friends, family. We got some national people that are on there. I'll tell you something that happened today that I never thought would happen in a million years. We got our first downloader from Great Britain.
Is that right? That's fantastic.
Well,
Did he do it on purpose?
I don't think so.
No.
And then we got Canada.
We've been
I'm
in
like,
we,
fucking Canada?
we've had a Great Britain one since it's been a while. We've had
Has it?
yeah. I don't
We're
know.
all-
Yeah.
We're almost at 1,000 downloads. Now that's not everybody that listens. That's not everybody that
No,
streams
yeah.
it. Or what, but
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought anyone would listen. And we basically average 65, 60, 70 people for every episode now.
I'm a little embarrassed to say, fellas, that I did listen to my first one. And
Hang up on Fred. Hang up on him.
I
Fred.
know.
No, okay.
I know. I'm sorry. I listened to my first one, and it was my friend Jesse Vest, and it was
Oh my God.
fucking phenomenal. Can we cuss
Jesse's
on this?
Jesse's
You know?
ass came in here and hammed it up, just acting like a big fucking shot.
Jesus, what am I? Hey, look at me. I was in Days of the New, and
Yeah,
I was
And
in Tantric.
Tantric.
Oh, I got gold records on the wall. Look at me.
Yeah, right
I
back
got-
there. Yeah,
I got
millions
that.
and millions.
Yeah, I got
I-
this. I got the beard. I'm Jesse. You
I
take that
love-
fucking
I
act
Hey,
on the road.
you ever heard of Mark Maxwell?
Who?
Exactly. I
Yeah,
don't know. who you're talking
no,
about.
no,
It was a good time. Jesse's a great
Oh, he
guy.
had a blast.
Man,
And
it's
the-
like, yeah.
The best part is Jesse is the funniest guy in the world. He's a great guy. But
Oh,
if
he
you
is.
if you don't know Jesse and you go walk up and talk to him, you think he might be a serial killer.
He's a little
He's
dry.
just not. He's very dry. But I knew when
Yeah.
we got him on. I knew when we put him on the pod and he would feel comfortable with Frank and I was like, he's gonna open up, man.
I
And I told him,
had my fucking dictionary out just to figure out what the fuck he was saying. God damn.
Son of a bitch.
serendipity.
Yeah.
That was
What?
that was the one word I knew.
All kidding aside, I obviously totally chose that one as my first one to listen for you guys because I'm a huge fan of Jesse and I love their new record, Blitzkrieg, the Remedy album. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I know. Shameless plug for my friend, but
Please.
you
No,
know,
no.
It's
And
it's phenomenal.
Let me ask you a funny question. I'm pretty sure Frank knows the answer, so I don't want him to answer. But if you could look through the list of our episodes, and you can pull it up right now if you want to. What do you think? You're going to pull it up?
I am.
No.
Well, just look at the episodes. Don't look at the numbers, but look at the.
Right.
What do you think, or which person do you think has the biggest downloads in It's Gonna Get Weird history of one season?
Oh, please. Let me get to my home. Because I'm on Spotify, so I got to find it. So
That's fine.
Oh, my
We're,
God.
and we're glad to be on Spotify now, man. A lot of people don't do the Apple podcast. That's really good. State of the weirdness, man. I'm telling you, these are kind of things we like people to know.
Shit. Where is it? There it is. Hold on. Okay. All right. I'm going to scroll.
Yeah, scroll down and tell me who you think the #1 downloaded podcast is.
And like I said, I'm not looking. I'm just looking at names. I'm gonna say it's Ryan Murphy.
Hang on, before I answer that,
Absolutely.
it is 100%.
Scott, don't, Scott. Don't do it.
Frank just sent me a joke over Twitter, or not Twitter, over a text.
Over the Twitter.
Over the Twitter.
Christ.
He twatted me.
All right. So give me a 30-second Todd O'Meara, what you've done during the pandemic.
You're looking at it. I don't even need 30 seconds.
Nothing?
I drank. I tell you what, dude, I work from home. I rarely go out anymore. And I actually had some people really worried about me early on because I mean, like everybody's like, 2 weeks to curve, to beat the curve and all this stuff. And you know, Andy was coming on at 5 o'clock every afternoon, and I would
Yeah.
go in and I'd have a bourbon, and
Or 3.
well, the funny thing is, I I know people that have huge bourbon collections. I'm not one of those guys. I've maybe got 30 labels, and I found that I've talked to guys that I've got 200. I can't even imagine. So I'm figuring I'm going to have a pour from a different bottle every day, post it on Facebook, and and a bourbon with brochure is what I call it. So I'd watch it, and then I got to the point where I'm like, fuck, I got to pull out a 25-year-old bottle of
Yeah.
not aged, a bottle I've had for 25 years of early times because that shit sucks. But that's what I was down
Back
to.
25 years ago, early times did not suck.
Well, 25 years ago, yeah. And this literally is a bottle from probably 1994. I swear to God.
Oh,
It
it
was the one-
sucked. It totally sucked then.
Yeah, but so then I started going on repeat, and I'm like, man, and I had people message, dude, are you okay? You're drinking a lot, and I'm like, well, fuck, what else am I gonna do?
You have no idea how much I can
Yes.
drink.
That's right. So I mean, like everybody, I'm waiting for it to get over. It's I'm not gonna get political, but I'm waiting. I'm gonna get the vaccine.
Saturday. I get mine Saturday.
Good for you. I'm registered. They haven't called me yet, but I'm anxious to get it and get back to some sense of normalcy, man. I mean,
and that brings me to a question that I got for Frank. It says, I think I can say this. We've talked about it on the podcast before. Frank, you actually had COVID.
I have.
please, Frank.
Yeah.
What did you do to my name?
First of all, I looked at it, Frank. That's what Frank was twittering me.
What the
And
fuck? What the fuck? I can't even see the whole thing.
What was the first one?
Eddie Van
Vigoda.
Halen Cruisers.
Yeah,
No. The first one was
Abe
Abe Vigoda from the TV show.
He was Fish.
He was Fish on Barney Miller.
Right.
Oh
and,
my God.
Ba-ba-boom,
Oh.
ba-ba-boom,
and then you were,
ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, bado-bado.
Eddie
And
from
now
Eddie the Cruisers.
and
I
then
am,
it
on,
was-
I am on the dark side.
then
So
it was
there you
Idi-
go.
then it was Idi Amin.
So you've been doing it. I just now noticed
I
it.
didn't know.
Like within the last 5 minutes.
Now you're Todd. Now you're Todd.
What was
That's
good?
awesome.
I don't get
That's
it. What's
awesome.
Todd mean? What's Todd mean? I'm not sure what that means.
It means something.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mine doesn't mean a damn thing.
All right, let me go back to my question. And since we have a special guest and he's on and we didn't expect it, we're gonna play Dearly Beloved.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna play Dearly Beloved. We'll explain that. I actually got the copy. I got something special. But Frank, since you said had, but you just said have the COVID. You had it.
Had it.
Had it. Okay. So now that you've had it, are you going to get the vaccination or do you need it? I don't know what the doctor.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. 'Cause, I mean, there's no. I mean, there's been no proof time. Nobody knows if people who had it previously, if it. First off, nobody knows with any certainty if you can get it twice. First off,
True.
so until then, I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? But there are spotty reports.
Hang on, Frank. Abe Vigoda has something to say.
There are
I know
spotty.
somebody said it twice.
Okay, so there's kind of proof. I don't want to go through it again because towards the end it was terrible, and I'm still dealing with fatigue and headaches. What else?
Not calling people back, changing people's names.
Shut up. Fatigue, headaches, head cold, a constant head cold since this went away in January. So it's just like I don't have any stamina. When I first started going out again, kind of going out to the curb, I was winded going to the curb, like taking the garbage out. By the time I'd come back in, I was toast, and I would have to sit there and take a fucking nap. I mean, now I'm better. Everything's coming back a little bit, but it was goofy there for a while, man. It had my head worked up, you know.
Todd, how's it affected you? Not infected, but affected you and your family, or both.
Well, I've been lucky in that nobody in my family has come down with it. we've been lucky that way.
Lucky that way.
I've been tested a couple times, had a couple close calls, with people that
Hang
I
on.
tested
How
positive.
do you have a close call? It's not like unprotected sex. A close call with COVID.
Dude, you're going to be sorry you asked that.
Close proximity with people who have it.
That's right.
That's what
Yeah. So
okay,
yeah,
I get it. I'm sorry, I get it.
And that's reason enough to get tested. I mean, I guess about a week and a half ago, I spiked a fever for no fucking reason in the afternoon. It scared the shit out of me. I went and got tested.
Jesus.
Come on, man. You know you got the sugars.
I got the sugars.
I can't spike this fever anymore.
But
you gotta hang out I can't spike this feeling any longer.
I don't want to be Kevin Cronin any longer than I have to.
Ever.
Sorry, Todd.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Go ahead, Todd.
Dude, I'm just a side note here. This is your gig.
No,
no. We're happy to have you, man. It's funny. I think the favorite thing that Frank and I have to do is when something just happens and we get to react to it. It makes the podcast so much funnier. Thank you for joining us for the state of the weirdness.
There you go.
Gonna get weird. Don't email us at itsgonnagetweird369@gmail.com because no one ever has. But thank you for liking us on Facebook, Twitter, what's the one you said? Spotify. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Apple Music, man, we love it. But thank you everybody for listening.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
anyone listens.
Yeah, are you going to do the thing from Todd?
So back to me.
Okay.
Hold on. Back to me.
Hold on, let me mute him.
You asked how it's affected me. And as far as being sick, it hasn't. But what it has done for me is I really miss being out and about. I miss seeing folks. I miss hanging out.
Yes.
I miss like everybody else. I miss live music. I mean, one of my greatest joys was I called it making the rounds, where I'd stop 3 or 4 places in a night and
be
see
home by
friends
dark.
and bands. Oh yeah, exactly. It's I'd be home by midnight.
Yes.
But I'd see 4 bands and see my friends that are playing and
Get a hug.
I miss that. And that is the one thing that as people are getting vaccinated, I'm seeing that there's more gigs, more people playing more. I think that there's a place in the Highlands, Baxter's is going to start having live music again.
942.
Yeah, Baxter's 942. So it's seeing this and knowing that people are getting vaccinated and feeling more comfortable being out and about and having that extra layer of protection. That's what I'm looking forward to more than anything. I'm sick of my house. I'm done.
Feel that.
I need to get out.
And I love my house, but I'm done.
I do too. But I get it. Yeah, it's I love being I love coming back to it.
It's given me plenty of time to rearrange my house. No, I mean really. I mean I've kind of.
No, I know.
I've changed everything around and I've thrown a lot of stuff out, and it's like, oh, now that I have time, it means I've got to actually look after my life.
Right.
And
sucks.
Here's something crazy that I never thought I would say. And what I'm getting ready to say is going to sound like a joke, and it can be a joke, but I mean this 100%. I almost put on Facebook but I can't really. I mean, by the time this airs, I can say it because my sister-in-law came in. She was like, "What's the point of being in Dallas, Texas, and working from home instead of being with my family and working from home?" So she came up and stayed for a month. She's here for a month. And most people, so I was getting ready to put on Facebook or tweet or whatever, Twitter, whatever it is. I was going to put, I'm sitting here sober, playing a board game, watching NCAA softball with my in-laws, and I couldn't be any happier.
That's awesome, but that means you've got priorities.
These fucking people I shouldn't say that. They never listen anyway. Fuck them. These fucking people are so nice and they get me. You know how hard it is to find in-laws or people that just get you? We know you're a douchebag, but we like your douchebaggery. Sean Kennedy once said, he's an asshole. But he's our
But
asshole.
he's our asshole.
I said,
Yeah.
don't you ever fucking say that again, man. Yeah, otherwise, you can take over the books again, you fuckhole.
Are you going to do this thing with Todd, the dearly beloved?
Yes, I am, but
Let's
I
do it.
have to. Well, I have to go to the bathroom first because
Oh
that's
my
what
God.
happens when you
Well,
stop drinking. But I want to do what we like to call Frank's Gear Corner. It's
I
the
don't want to
time
do
where
that's
Frank,
terrible. I don't want to do that.
it's the time where you two talk about gear.
I don't want to talk
because-
about gear.
What about Guillermo?
He's
The
a-
actor. The
Gizmo.
actor.
Gizmo.
Oh, Gizmo. Okay.
I'll talk
don't
about
throw,
Gizmo.
Don't throw water on him. Not after midnight. Don't feed him or whatever it was. I don't know. Don't let your dad go down the chimney on Christmas Eve if you're Phoebe Cates. Does anyone get this joke?
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
Yeah. Can you two talk for a second?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then you guys are on your own. It's gonna get weird. It's Frank Green and Todd O'Meara. I gotta pee.
Hey, you might want to mute yourself there, Big John. Oh my God, he's so grown up. It's so nice to see him growing up so fast.
Oh, bad, isn't it though? Yeah. If it wasn't for his mic, we almost got mooned. So,
yeah, what a great concept.
well, you guys, I mean, this is a neat deal. You guys hanging out, and was this a result of the pandemic?
No, we did our first episode that turned out to be, the first in a whole run of practice episodes, like the week of that everything went locked down. I think like Tuesday or something of that week, and I think we went into lockdown on Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
And it was earlier in the week, maybe Sunday. We were just kind of working out bugs and trying to make. We were doing it at his house and recording it a certain way. And then when the pandemic hit, there's obviously no traveling back and forth,
Right.
and so we thought, how are we going to do this? And then I started looking into all these different ways of doing it, blah blah blah, and then I thought, wait a minute, I've already got a Zoom account. It's not my work, but I registered it under my work account. Anyway, I thought, okay, so for the pandemic, they were letting you record for 90 minutes for free, unlimited. I thought, okay. And then after about 3 months of that, they're like, all right, you got to pay now. So I just decided, screw it. Let's do it this way. Anyway, we had just a fucking a shit ton of episodes that were terrible. I mean, they were like, we did like 20 practice episodes.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, I've got to do this. I've got to do that. I got to be cognizant of this. You've got to stop doing that. You've got to stop doing that. I've got to stop doing this. But we got to stop. You got to start doing that. So it was good. So we didn't work out a lot of the real amateur shit.
Right.
Like on the podcast, but I've got a whole slew of recordings and I put them in my Dropbox one day or my Google Drive. And I sent Scott the link. I was like, listen to these, and then you'll understand why we don't want to record these. He was like, oh, okay. Or not record, not release these.
Release them, yeah.
So I've been actually thinking about going back and doing like a compilation of all the stuff that wasn't on an episode that was released. So I think that's going to be pretty fun because there was a lot of funny shit, a lot of good shit. We just couldn't do it because one of us was too drunk or one of us was too
Hey, I can hear you.
headed in the wrong place. No, I'm talking about we both had
man,
when we did the practice ones, it was like, yeah, we just had to go, okay, we got to learn from this, and then because this is terrible.
I didn't think it would take 26 episodes,
but did you hear what I told him? I'm thinking about doing a
yes, I heard it.
A best of from
Yeah, and then we should sell it for 50 cents.
be a mixtape.
50.
Get into the mixtape business.
We'll throw in our favorite songs. Hey, before I go to the game, which I think Todd's gonna like a whole lot, I wanted to ask. I had a question that was at the top of my page after my Bilal Powell story, which Todd, you got to go back and listen to.
Okay.
It's good.
I'm gonna listen to the episodes, man. You guys got the shit down now. I mean, it was.
Oh, now we got it down.
Look, I just heard about how bad it was for 26 episodes that never got released. So I mean,
There's
you
some
work
good
the,
shit.
you work the shit out. I mean, like I said, that the one I've listened to with Jesse was, I mean, it was fantastic. So I mean, you obviously
Thank you.
in
Thank
working
you.
with you guys now, I mean, it's very seamless and you've got this shit down. So good job, fellas.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, man.
much. That means a lot to us. And I have one question I was going to ask Frank, but now that you're here, I want to ask both of you. And I'll give you two. Give me two songs that you can't help yourself, but you fucking cry every time. You hear a song and it makes you cry. And I've got really specific reasons. One not so much, one so much. But go ahead.
Okay.
Whoever's ready first.
Frank, if you're ready, go ahead. I gotta look up the artist on the one.
What are we talking about?
What name a song or two that just every time you hear it, it makes you cry for whatever reason. I don't care if it's sad or happy or how great it is.
I'll give you a couple of Precious and Few by Climax. Just because it's sentimental, because it reminds me of a time.
Okay. I'm writing this down. I got to know this.
This is one I was just talking about the other, Live Oak by Jason Isbell. Jesus
I know
Christ.
you're a huge fan of his.
Yeah, but that song is just,
what is it again?
it's called Live Oak.
I'm gonna
Um,
download them.
Let me see what else. There's one more that I've
Well, you only had two, but if you want to go for three, go ahead.
yeah. Go ahead, Todd.
Frank, no, if you're on a roll, man, please keep on.
No, we're just fucking with each other. It's okay.
My two off the top of my head. One is Angel by Sarah McLachlan. McLachlan.
Oh, you talking about the dog commercial?
Well, it is now.
I fucking hate that song.
It
Fuck
is
that
now.
song.
But when it first came out, though, man, I mean, you know, in the arms of an angel, and now it's the dog commercial. I should be embarrassed to even say that, but it's the dog commercial now.
CPA wants you to cry right now and donate money.
The other one is, and I've never heard anything else by this guy. I haven't even looked up anything else by this guy. It's a country artist. His name is Jamie Johnston. And
I know Jamie.
This song is called.
I don't know him.
You don't know him, but you know of him. But I had to look. I knew the name of the song, but I didn't remember who did it. Jamie Johnston, and the song is called "In Color." And if you've not heard it, it's about him talking to his grandfather, looking through old photographs when his grandfather was young, and they're all in black and white. And you should have seen it in color. It's just like, oh god damn, man.
No offense, man. My grandfathers were assholes, so I don't know. Hey, here's a quarter, Scott.
It's all about you.
It always is.
It always is. Fucking shit.
All right. I'm gonna get the name of the song wrong, and it doesn't matter. Hang on. It's Father John Misty.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah.
And Frank knows the song I'm talking about.
It's
the things you didn't think of, or
things that would have been helpful to know before the revolution.
I fucking hear that song, and listen, I don't even know the words to the song, but just the chord arrangement and the way that song is written, it's like, I don't know,
hair on the back of your neck stand up.
Part of me says,
when it goes into the industry and commerce, that big build up.
All of us have been in the music industry in one way or another for decades. And you hear a song like that and you go, I will never write a song that good.
Right.
It fucking kills me, and I tear up every time I hear it. And I played it for my wife. She's like, I know that song. She didn't know the name of the band or the guy or whatever, but she was like, that makes me tear up too. And it's just, cool. I don't know the words. It's just the arrangement of the song and the fact that someone wrote a song that fucking great.
Yeah. Kills me.
And you can take that for whatever you want. I don't care. It moves me. I'm going to bring you on to a second song that I'm probably going to fucking tear up talking about. So some friends of mine wrote a song that I played at my mom's funeral that I think about almost fucking daily. I wish I could get it out of my head.
That band was Slayer, Raining Blood.
Thank you for breaking it up.
And let me guess, while that was playing, there was one dude in the back sitting like this.
Are you tantric?
Yeah.
If you don't know the joke, go back and listen to that, Jesse Beth. You guys are no tantric. You know Days of the New. Hey, we were Days of the New last week, man.
Yeah.
It's a great story. But no, there's some friends of mine, and that they split off. We were in a band together. They split off and did their thing. And I got to go on the radio. I did my thing. I loved every fucking second of it. This whole thing means a whole lot to me.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Well, that's cool.
And I went out to Seattle to watch my friends record. I went out there to see my closest friend, who I saw for like 8 minutes because he was tracking the whole time. And he's playing this song over and over again. And it's single note strokes. And I'd see him when he would change his strings. He would come outside from the studio, change his strings, go back. The producer was, Rick Parasher, was so adamant about him changing his strings on his bass.
Every 3 songs.
And all I heard was these 4 fucking notes. And to think 20 years later, that'd be my favorite song that I played at my mom's funeral. That came out of nowhere. It was a throwaway. They needed one more fucking song for this album, which should have been the. I can suck dick. I can put band roll on your balls all day. This one fucking song means so much to me in my life, in my family, in my head. Every time I hear it, I cry like a fucking baby, and that's The Way I Am from Outspoken.
Aw.
From my bandmate.
My baby.
Hey, what's up, baby? My baby, my bandmate, my friend, my closest confidant, my therapist, my podcast partner. And I'm not sucking. I would suck balls and tell you I'm sucking balls. The Way I Am.
I love that.
I cry. I bet you would. The Way I Am makes me cry every time. If you don't know it, he's not going to get a fucking dime from it. But
I'm going to listen to it again.
I don't mind.
Jesus Christ, it fucking kills me every time, because it's basically my mom going, fuck you, take me the way I am. All this shit. And like people like, I had at my mom's funeral, I had Barney Miller and Cheers and Golden Girls theme songs. And like the one serious song I put was The Way I Am from Outspoken.
Oh, did you have Last American Hero in there too?
I did. Believe it or not, I'm walking on booze.
I'll tell you my third one real quick. I remembered it. It's called 1,000 Years by Christina Perry. Christina Perry.
I will have to listen to that one too.
Oh my
I'm
God.
writing it down right now.
Christina, yeah, Perri, 1,000 Years.
Total.
And it doesn't include the whole Kevin McCreary thing, which had a whole new, layer to that story.
All right, grief poacher.
Right?
I'm a grief
All right,
poacher.
Todd, let's do the
I'm
thing
a
with
grief
Todd.
poacher.
All right.
Come on.
No, I'm just going to say, Bit of Shovel is a fucking awesome record. Love it.
It is a really
Love
good, it is a really cool album. I'm proud of it.
You should be. You absolutely should be.
I hear it, but I
All
hear
right,
it
everybody.
When
It's time.
I hear it, I hear everything that went along with it too. So it's a little tainted.
All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
sure.
I'm going to try this again. Let's good cut here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. It's time for It's Gonna Get Weird's favorite podcast, Dearly Beloved. We give you 3 answers, and you choose which one's the most beloved. Not what you think is the most beloved, but what the living people on the planet, which is what we've just agreed to, what is the most beloved? 9 answers, or 9 questions, and a 10th bonus round just in case. And I can turn off this music now. This is really annoying. I thought this would be a whole lot cooler than it is. I'm so sorry, guys. There we go. All right. Dearly beloved. I'm just going to, Todd, I'm just going to say 3 things. And you're going to pick out which one's the most dearly beloved by the people on the planet. Not you. Now, you can add your answer later, what you think is the most beloved for yourself.
Okay. All right.
We're going to do this. All right. And I like to spread it around a little bit. just like gonorrhea.
All right, let's get to it. We've been talking about it for 20 goddamn minutes.
All right, I'm flipping the fucking page. All right.
That's pretty
All
tough.
right.
All right,
All
let's
right.
go.
Here we go. Zodiac Killer, Night Stalker, or Green River Killer? Most beloved.
Night Stalker.
I gotta disagree. It's Zodiac.
I do too. Oh God, I'm going Green River.
Wow. 3 different answers.
All right, now, hey, let's go back one more time. America, not America, everyone on the planet. If you're going to say the most beloved serial killer of this group, Zodiac, Night Stalker, or Green River. So you're talking.
What are you trying to get me to change my answer?
No. I'm just trying to. You got to remember, it's most beloved. So Zodiac
beloved.
Zodiac Killer. No one ever actually knows who that is.
That's true.
You have the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez.
Yep.
And then you have Green River, which is Gary Ridgway. Why do I know these things? I'm fucking weird.
All right. So what's next?
No. Well, everybody make their answer. I want to make sure everybody.
Well, evidently it's a fucking Zodiac Killer from what I'm hearing. So,
No, I'm Green River all the way. Gary Ridgway. Like 48 fucking chicks. That's a big record.
The last day we were in Seattle, they caught him the day before that, and I have.
Oh shit!
Oh, was it?
I have the Seattle Post Intelligencer. I have the newspaper from it.
Do you really?
Yeah, I got it on the way out of town. I was like, "Fuck this!"
I've got a Courier Journal where me and Dave Ragone were doing a radio show. That's the last piece of paper I ever bought. All right, now I just kept going, but I stopped after this one. All right, here we go. BTK, Manson, or who's the last one? Who would you guess?
Jack the Ripper. I would say in the world right now, I'd say Charles Manson.
Oh, those are still from the first fucking question.
No. Second question.
Second question. What is
It's
the
still
second?
it's still serial
Still
killers.
serial killers.
Most
Okay.
beloved, BTK,
So unlike
Manson,
you.
or Jack the Ripper.
I'm embarrassed to say, who the fuck is BTK?
Mind, Torture, Kill. Dennis
Minnesota.
Oh,
No, he's in,
He knew the name. He
Yeah,
was,
he
you know,
did.
he was a dog catcher.
yeah, he was in like Kansas or Nebraska or something like that.
are we talking worldwide or nationwide again?
Right now, I wish we had the Law and Order. Funk.
Now you know.
I'm a say Manson.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Manson's the most beloved of serial killers. It's a terrible thing.
God.
All right, let's
But
move along.
He really wasn't a serial killer, but
He wasn't
I
at all.
digress.
He didn't kill anybody.
No, he did not.
All right, here we go. Next.
Hey, y'all did good. We all answered the same. You all right?
Might want to pot that down a little bit.
He said.
All right. That's do I have? Yeah, I do. Okay. Next one. Trees. Maple, oak, or cherry.
I quit.
You know how hard it is to come up with these every week?
This is
Come on, man. Give me some
Hold on.
leeway.
Time out. Give me another pass. I'm not letting you answer that question.
Fuck you then, Todd. Maple, oak, or cherry?
Everybody loves a cherry.
Yeah, but oak trees, man. Maple, oak tree are in my way.
All right. Out of 10 cats that have 2 extra toes, how many toes do the other cats have?
You fooled Dave Moody on that one.
All right. Packers or the Patriots?
No. That's old.
I'd rather go with old than terrible.
Well, sometimes terrible's good. All right, here's the next one.
When? Give me 2 examples.
Soft, hard, or tostada?
Jesus Christ.
Tacos, we're talking soft, hard, or tostada.
I'm so fucking out.
He's embarrassed. He's you know when you get embarrassed for someone else.
That's it.
Oh no. Oh, I'm so embarrassed for you. That's all right. So soft, hard tostada. Either one of you.
Tostada.
Go fuck yourself. Who selects tostada?
I wasn't going to say soft. And I'm not going to say I like a hard one either. So, fuck you.
Well played, sir. Well played. I'll take that. That might be the promo for the week. I'm not saying soft. I ain't saying hard. All right. This one took a little work. And they're probably all going to hate it. That's all right.
For real quick, to isolate promos, it's best not to say, this is going to be a great promo for next week, right in the middle of the funny part.
Said the guy that asked me what to promo last week.
Hey, what do you want to promo?
And I said, the one where I said, this is what to promo. So, all right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
George Clooney. Ocean's 11. Oh, brother, where art thou? Oh, brother, where, whatever.
You can stop there.
And Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, listen, you got to think about the numbers, the box office numbers. It's not just what you think. It's not what you think. It's
I don't give a fuck.
I'm
I don't give a
talking
fuck.
what people like.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Oh, brother, where art thou? My God.
Absolutely. 110%.
Oh, my God.
I got two numbers for you right
Listen,
here. Ocean's 11.
Frank,
Frank, here you go. We thought you was
dead.
Toad.
They went and loved him up and turned him into a horny toad.
I'm a Depa Dan man.
Now,
I love that movie, but I'm still, Ocean's
I'll give
11.
a fuck.
I know who David Holmes is, the guy that did all 4 soundtracks for those movies.
Is that right?
I own all 4 movies. The music for the Ocean's 11, 12, 13, 14, I love them. I own all of them.
Total side note: guy that I used to report to at another company. He lives in Tennessee, and his poker buddy is Dan Comiskey. Fucking plays poker with him every fucking week.
Who's that?
Dan Comiskey?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He's a singer of that. He's Alison Krause's guitar player. He's fucking fantastic.
Oh, right on. Fucking shit.
Yeah. I was going a different route. Okay, gotcha.
You know what? I found that people who like Ocean's 11 typically like Entourage.
I do.
There you go.
I do 100%.
Ocean's 11 is a good movie. It's a good movie.
Man, it's like Shawshank. When it comes on, I watch it.
Oh yeah, I'm the same.
Shawshank, Cool Hand Luke, The Godfather.
I watched The Godfather last weekend.
Goodfellas.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey. Oh.
Karen.
No matter which one or two, I'll sit down and watch The Godfather from any
absolutely.
spot.
And then you're going to see the difference between the two, because you got Pacino in the first one and the whole Michael and the young Michael, and you got the older Michael, and then and 2 you got fucking De Niro and Pacino never in a scene together.
Right.
Playing fucking Brando. I can get into movies all right, here's the next one. All right, everybody ready?
Yep.
Dearly beloved. Which one's the most beloved by the world? Ribeye, filet, or strip?
I'm going to have to go filet. Now, that doesn't mean it's my favorite. I'm just saying I'm going world.
Perfect answer.
Agree.
By the world. You know what? I'm going to agree with filet. Strip's pretty good. Ribeye's fattier. Country people like ribeyes because they're cheaper and you can cook them better. But if you think about the entire world, what do they think? Filet mignon.
Filet. You get me at Jeff Ruby's. Strip all the way.
Oh, New York strip at Ruby's?
Oh yeah.
That's just.
I only go to Ruby's. I only go to those places when someone else pays for it, man. How long have you known me? I don't pay for shit.
If I'm cooking my own steak, I'm usually cooking a ribeye because it's gonna be less. It's gonna be a little less tough. It's gonna be more tender. It's gonna taste great with that bone in it. I love the bone. You can quote me on that.
I've heard that. I've heard.
Quote me, boy. I ain't said shit.
Yeah, she didn't even. That's not even what she said. That's what I said.
All All right. Speaking of that, this is a great segue. Thank you, Frank. That makes great. It's going to get weird369@gmail.com. We're joined by Todd O'Meara, a surprise guest tonight. This is going to be great. Todd, before we go any further, I know you were looking to be in a band because I saw your Facebook post. Anything you want to promote or talk about right now?
I don't have anything. I don't have anything right now. It's
well, that's great, Todd. I'm just going.
Right. No, I put it out there, and I was pretty fucking specific about what I wanted.
Very specific.
I want an established gigging band who wants me. And evidently,
fuck you, pay me.
Evidently, there aren't any that want me. So,
All right. So Frank was a little inappropriate on the last one, which I enjoyed, and we're going to continue this thing. Nothing. So here's the next thing.
The last what?
Oh, we got 2 more, 3 more if you want. But here we go. In your hand, what would you like the most?
I know what I would like the most.
A gun, a boob, or your own dick?
Boob.
Boob.
Boob. Boob.
100%.
Boob. Boob.
I don't even know why I asked that question.
In order, it would be boob, dick, gun.
Dick, gun. Yeah, I agree. I would agree.
And if it's not, then you got a fucking problem.
Yeah. Hey, man, call the Second Amendment. You got a problem, man. Nobody's coming to take your guns. Shut up.
As far as you know.
Well, they come to take my guns. I got a problem. And I only have 2.
You'll throw yours at them.
Take them.
Sound like me.
All right. I got 1 more after this if we need it. And it's going to be reversed, but I'm going to do this last one. Here, I always do 9. Jerry Seinfeld, that's why he did 9 seasons. 9 is the perfect number. Number 9. 9. 9 is perfect. Everything. All right. So here's the last one. Number 9. Dearly beloved. NCAA tournament, Super Bowl, or Olympics?
Olympics worldwide. No, but
I didn't think about that.
See, you went worldwide. Nobody else gives a fuck about Super Bowl, the NCAA, other than Americans.
I'm buying I'm picking up what you're putting down, brother.
I know my personal answer would not be that, but
no.
that is my dearly beloved answer.
Yep.
It has to be. It has to be.
Yep. It has to be the Olympics.
Because it's Olympics. It's worldwide.
Right.
Yep.
That's more people, more of an audience to think it's beloved. Can I ask him a question that's not related to dearly beloved?
Well, if that is the end of the dearly beloved, I'm going to play my stuff.
Scott, we'll do it after this.
No, we're good, buddy.
Back.
No, we're done. That was it.
Why you gotta get it weird?
I'm not getting weird, but hey, if I was getting weird, hey, I was getting.
Let's hear that funny music on the way out.
Hang on.
Thanks for coming out tonight, everybody. What was that? That cherry.
Tune yards full before tune yards. You know what it sounds like to me? It ain't tune yards, but it rhymes with it.
You tuned son of a bitch. Hey, I got a question for Todd. Hey, if you went to prison, what job would you try to get?
Laundry, always laundry.
I was gonna say blower hand, but it's
glass blower. The worst job in prison.
Yeah, probably.
Well, actually, that's what bullet 10-year-old will do to you. Because I didn't think about the giving. I was thinking more the receiving. But anywho,
I can't say that I sell bullet 10 year, but I sell bullet 10 year.
Would you be a laundry Scott or librarian guy who takes around the books?
God, for me, trust me, I've almost gone to prison twice. These are well-documented stories. I was innocent 1 of 2 times. No, both times.
So,
right.
Yeah.
If I was gonna have to, man, I don't. Can you answer that? I'm gonna have to think about this for a second. I'd
be the librarian. I'd be the guy who brings around the books.
What are you, Brooks? Hey, Brooks was here. Hey, he ended up hanging himself. Hey. That doesn't sound like a great job.
All right, Todd, if you were married to Ike Turner, which abuse would you like the least?
Name the abuses, please.
Yes, I need a choice here.
I think we all have a clue what Ike Turner does when he's angry. So I'll ask you this. If you were married to Ike Turner, which abuse would you enjoy the least?
I have an answer to this. Make me do cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that would be the one that you enjoyed the most.
The most.
Oh.
Which abuse would you enjoy the least?
I would probably. It depends on what one calls abuse. I know he absolutely formed Tina and made her.
Yeah,
image.
that wasn't abusive. We're talking like hitting her and kicking her and attacking her.
The questions are attacking, kicking,
sexually
punching, smacking, sexually abusing.
Okay, if we're gonna go sexually abusing, that's my answer.
Okay,
That's my answer.
I would
So
say
there it
being.
I don't know.
I would say being punched in the mouth would be my least. Or the
I don't know.
You would rather be punched in the mouth than fucked in the ass? Are you serious?
Hey, man.
No, I would rather be. No, I would rather not get fucked in the ass. You screwed me up on my own thing. Yeah, I'd rather be punched in the mouth than get fucked in the ass.
I read a documentary once that said that Ike Turner was a wonderful lover.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Chuck Berry was too.
No, he took pictures and videos.
I was gonna say he watched plenty.
Oh my God.
All right,
I did not expect this.
Scientology or Mormonism?
Oh, I got an answer to this.
Scientology.
Why? I'm not saying love it. These are just questions. These are answers.
Oh, I get it. Because Leah Remini was a Scientologist and she was hot.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Good answer. I take that. No. People that from Scientology can get out. If you're in Mormon,
You really can't.
Yeah, well, you can't. Well, Mormonism, you can't. Some guy found some golden plates in Pittsburgh and took them all the way to Utah, and now there's a whole religion around it where people are faking documents.
But they harass people
with bombs.
They harass people for the rest of their life if you leave Scientology. They literally follow you and record you. They record you with cameras, everything you do, and they will cost you your job, cost you your standing in the community, all that shit.
You watched the series too, didn't you, Frank?
I've watched all of Scientology.
I know someone who is a Scientologist.
Is that right? Wow.
Get a burger with Scientology. I've watched all of them.
You probably didn't notice, but across from the Mid-City Mall is a Scientology center.
Get the fuck
Ramsey?
out of here.
It's between Ramsey's and whatever is
that right?
Further north, yeah.
I
haven't seen it.
You remember
What's
the
it
Highland,
called?
the little pub, there was called Highland Pub or Highland something right next to kind of where Ramsey's was. It was like a little hole in the wall bar. Highland Grounds or something. And not anyway, but it was right there in that little row of houses. Yep.
Wow.
Jesus.
Been there forever.
All right, I got one more. The last one. I've been saving this just for this occasion.
All right.
We had a special guest on, Todd O'Meara, from 748 bands. Currently none. If you want to pay him, he'll be in your
Cancel
band.
the fucking question.
All right, last question. Dearly beloved.
Jesus Christ.
Showing up to your door. Random dude. Traveling salesman walking, door-to-door salesman, or a Mormon.
Go repeat those.
All right, dearly beloved. Mormon, door-to-door salesman, or a rando guy just going, hey, man, I need some help.
Mormon. That's me.
See, I got a Ring doorbell. I don't fucking answer any of that shit. So.
I do too. Fuck off. I just heard you
Fuck
answer
'em
my
off.
phone.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. No, but I like Frank's answer. I really do. Mormon. If you're going to have I've had rando guys showing up. I've had, door-to-door salesmen show up. I'm least threatened by a Mormon.
I get it.
I'm not going to listen to them. You know what I did one time? I'm such a fucking dick. I got to the point where people were showing up to my door so often. Mormons were showing up so often. I was like, didn't you all tell the last guy don't come to this house? They would come and I was like, hey, guy, I would like put on my robe and barely have my underwear up and walk in the door. Hey, guys, what's happening? Y'all want to watch some porn? And they're like, no. And I'm like, all right. And I'd shut my door.
Would it be easier?
God damn it was funny as fuck to me. I'm such a dick. I know that.
Wouldn't it be easier just not answer the door?
Dick. And pass up that opportunity.
Yeah. I would rather not interact with people.
I don't know. I don't know. It's part of me. It's what was it? Richard Pryor used to say, I knew it was gonna fuck me up, but I had to do it.
Yeah, I would just rather not answer the door and just go.
I do that now
and smile.
That's even creepier. Open the door and just smiling at him.
No, no, not at all. So Todd, I bought the domain name ratemybutthole.com. You think that's a good investment?
So it was you.
Anal
God
pudding.
damn it.
Anal pudding.
I outbid everyone.
Day late, $1 short.
God, I'm gonna go to hell for this, and I don't care.
All right, y'all ready? What? Going to hell for what?
For all the shit that I think. I can't.
Oh, you're not.
I can't help the way I think.
Yes, you can.
I'm definitely going to hell for the way I think. I don't say it all. I say most of it. But all right, Frank, where you want to go?
I just wanted to say thanks to Todd for all the crazy shit.
Oh, he's a good dude.
Thanks for coming, man. I'm glad everybody else is like, nah, fuck off. Fuck off, Ray.
Wait, I wasn't your first call?
You were.
Oh, no, you were first. You were number one. I told him, I said, call Todd O'Meara first.
He didn't tell me shit.
I didn't say shit.
I texted like 10 people exactly the same thing.
Sure.
And you were like done. It's like, yeah, fucking hey.
And what a great episode.
Absolutely.
Well, I was going to say, if nothing else, we spent some time together and gave you another throwaway, and we wanted to go.
No. There's no more throwaways. There's no more throwaways. I'm not allowed anymore. I have to be sober when I come here, and it fucking pains me, but I do it. And it's better for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm having fun with that.
It's awesome.
What?
I'm gonna get wasted as soon as we get off here.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. It's what? Oh shit! I got an hour. I might.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Well, Scott, I know you play lefty guitar, and Frank, you play bass. We got to do a band. Let's do a band. I'm looking for a band.
No,
it depends on what you want to do.
I'll write a song with you.
Hold on. I want to rehearse, Frank. You want to rehearse?
Fuck no.
Frank doesn't rehearse. Frank doesn't need to rehearse. He never has.
When
I will rehearse.
When I'm playing music with my band, my original band, everybody comes over. We run through the song until everybody's got it, and then we go, let's hear it one more time. We play it, and I go, all right, let's play it for the phone, and we're good. I hate to rehearse. It does. I've always hated to rehearse.
I do too.
Hate it.
And to think about what we've all done for 20 years, hating to rehearse at this point is not that. I hate to. I've got arthritis. It fucking hurts.
Is that right? I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
No, don't worry about it. The more problem is I fucking can't stand practicing. I got to relearn these songs again.
Yeah.
What do you mean? A certain friend of ours named with the first initial D was like, "What do you mean you got to relearn them?" I'm like, "I'm not like you guys, man. I gotta relearn this shit.
Yeah.
I gotta work at it. It's work. I love it, but yeah, I don't. But you know what? You want to write a song? Let's write a song together. Be glad to do that.
I think y'all should do that.
No.
What?
No, I thought you were going to be. You're not going to.
I got my thing.
God, you and I. Fuck you.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. What a great podcast. State of the weirdness. It's going to get weird.
We're not done.
Okay, we're not done, so keep going. All right, who's got the next question?
Todd's done.
Oh, Todd's out.
You're done with
Todd.
So you're done with me.
No. You can stay
Todd,
as long as you want.
You are the shit. You're the shit. You're the only one who had the balls to come on without having to steady themselves for a week that they were going to be on the show. You're like, shit, when?
What
25
time?
minutes?
I'll be there. Fuck
Fuck it.
you.
I appreciate that, because otherwise Scott would be stuck talking to me, and then we'd be passive aggressing each other for the whole fucking hour and a half.
Well, I think you both know it. And all bullshit aside, you know how much I think of both of y'all. Y'all are awesome.
Well, thank you.
We
I
love
appreciate
you.
Appreciate you reaching out and saving this for posterity, whatever the fuck it is. But
Thank you so much.
You're one of the nicest people I've ever met through music. Through music. I mean, it's true. I mean, and just in general, but you're one of the nicest, most genuine dudes I've met through
thanks,
music.
Frank. That means a lot to me. It really does.
I mean,
Thank
that and a quarter will get you a cup of coffee downtown.
So is he gone? Fuck Todd O'Meara. It's gonna get weird. He can go fuck himself. And what a terrible guest he was tonight.
We love
Todd,
you, Todd.
thank you so much.
I love you guys.
Bro, you're amazing, man. Thank you.
Hey, we're gonna be. This will
And
be.
thanks
on the
for
air.
this. Yeah, and thanks for the surprise. Yep.
And so.
Oh man. So these motherfuckers, man, they drive me nuts. I don't know who to talk about, who to talk shit about first. I don't know if it's cancel culture and Dr. Seuss, which that shit pisses me off. I mean, Dr. Seuss was, people don't remember Henry Ford.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, Henry Ford, the guy that flew across the Atlantic. Shit, Lindbergh. Henry Ford, Lindbergh, anti-Semites.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but those two guys actually got together and built the B-29s or whatever, the bombers that liberated Jews.
I mean, but
you can talk shit about some, and listen, I'm not defending anyone that's anti-Semite. I am not, you know me, I am not that guy. But you go back, that's what the argument is, the era, this is where they were, this is where we are now.
Right.
There is an argument to be said.
But why is anybody trying to cancel something that happened 100 years ago? You can't cancel somebody who's dead. You just can't. You can't go back and retroactively take them off the books.
I said it today to somebody. I have documentation from Ancestry.com. My family's on the Mayflower. The other side of my family is William Clark from from Clark, Lewis and Clark. I've got that proof. But I can tell you this, no one in my family ever crossed a boat on the Atlantic. Am I defending a Dixie flag? Fuck no. I grew up in the Carolinas. Fuck no.
With that ancestry, I'm going to go ahead and say some of your ancestors specialized in the shipping industry, if you know what I mean.
That is so wrong, but probably correct. I hate to admit that.
I know it's
but
true.
In my lifetime, no one that I knew in my family, and I never met my grandfather on one side. I only knew my great-grandfather on another side. I literally knew nobody in my family. Grandmother, grandfather, down.
Right.
50% just from grandparents.
Right.
No one in my family ever did that. And I don't think anyone in my family, and if they are, I will never speak to them again if they ever felt that way about any of that. But growing up in the South, I don't like to call Louisville or wherever I live now, Kentuckiana, the South. It might be.
It's the top of the South. They called it.
It is the top.
Because literally, once you cross
we're
Ohio,
on top. We're not on bottom. Okay.
I mean, that was a saying. We're literally the Ohio River is the dividing line.
It is 100%. And I've gone down south. I've had my troubles down south. We've traveled down south together. There's things down there that I don't agree with. There's things up north I don't agree with.
There's things in this town and on this block I don't agree with.
There's things across this bridge I don't agree with.
Right.
But either way, everyone has their opportunity to say what they want to say within reason.
All right,
within reason.
Considering you spent a lot of time in Myrtle Beach or in South Carolina.
Hey, you just said the city.
Sorry. Okay. The iodine state, for the record. Have you ever been to Sullivan's Island? Sullivan's Island?
There's an island. I know the one you're talking about. It's right outside of Murrells Inlet. It's between Charleston and Murrells Inlet. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
I have not been on the island physically, but I know what you're talking about.
Did you know that the first slaves brought to North America landed at Sullivan's Island?
I did.
And that's where they brought them. And that was before they started taking them up north and down south, that was the route That was the kind of the checking in
It's a
point.
fucking Ellis Island.
Yeah, for slaves.
It was.
I saw my ancestry thing. You know, have you seen that show, the A&E or whatever it is, where it has people like stars going through their genealogy?
Yes.
You know who Questlove is?
You mean the guy with the afro
drummer,
and the pig that plays the drummer for the? Yes. No, I have no idea. Never heard of him.
The last, his oldest relative that he can trace was on the last boat to ever bring slaves to North America.
Jesus.
I mean, they were literally that fucking close to not ever having been slaves. But he also got to know who they were because they were brought here, and he feels a connection with his older past. So it's, you know, and he was like, man, it's bittersweet. But imagine knowing that you were the last. You were the last bunch of slaves. I mean, it's
going to sound so terrible.
It's
like
bittersweet and it's good.
Barry Manilow Gold said, "Looks like we made it." Oh. Looks like we made it.
How would they make it when they're slaves?
I thought you said they were the
last slaves brought to America on the last boat of slaves ever.
Looks like we didn't make it.
Man,
you did this. I did this last week too. I'm sorry.
You need to brush up on your listening skills.
Shit. God, I gotta listen more. That was another thing on the. By the way, it's gonna get weird. 369.
That goes down to that.
Weird. It's the state of the weird. And I have one last question before we close this up. And I'm gonna say my own things, and Frank can say his own things. I have figured out, you know, after we did 26 episodes that we never aired, and we might air for a Christmas special. Look for Christmas 2021.
No, let's not. Let's do an Easter special.
Easter. Oh, that's even better. Hey, it's Jesus special.
All right, let's. Yeah. What about it?
There's three things that I had customers, people tell me, or myself, and I want you to think of 2 or 3 things that we could do better at doing this podcast. One, for me, I got to talk slower. I don't know why. I don't mean to, but I talk very fast.
Why are we doing this on the air?
Well, I thought it'd be fun.
Okay.
I'd like to close out the app.
Okay.
State of the weirdness. I need to talk slower.
What is the state of the weirdness thing that you just started?
State of the Union. I was gonna the whole episode was gonna be stats and all kinds of shit. Then you brought Todd O'Meara in, fucked up the whole thing. I didn't know he was gonna do Todd O'Meara. You didn't tell me. I had my shit planned. I don't know why I'm talking like Eddie Murphy, but I do.
It's easier talking in your voice, I guess.
Everything I do sounds like me doing someone else's voice, but I realize I need to talk slower.
Okay.
That's one thing for sure. And I've noticed, I don't know if it's Zoom, latency, internet, or whatever. I think what I do, or I bring to the show, or I'd like to bring to the show, is when I throw out little tags. You say something funny, and I throw something out. The guest says something funny, I throw something out. Oh, that's hilarious. What about B. Arthur, motherfucker? That kind of shit is that's why I do it, because it makes me laugh. When that shit comes to my head, it makes my fucking day. So that's 2 things that I think I can do better in the future for the podcast.
Okay.
Do you have anything?
Just keep getting better looking. You know, that's all I can do is just keep aging and cooking. Make sure I'm raw in the middle and cooked on the outside. What do you want from me?
You sound like a meatball.
What do you want from me? And maybe
I don't know, man. I was trying to do something cool for the state of the weirdness. I had this whole concept in my head, and it didn't work. All right, so the next question. Psychics. How about we just stop there and save that for the next episode, which next week, guys, we're going to have a special guest who is a friend. A friend of ours that we know. I know her brother. I'm not real good friends with her. I'm friends with her ex-husband. It's going to be a great episode. Our first woman, and we're doing this for Women History Month, which is sometime soon. I don't know when it is, but she's going to be amazing. You're going to love her.
Clarence Thomas's wife.
You got a Coke can with a pubic hair in it? What the fuck?
Mrs.
I'd like to thank the South Carolinians that proposed to adjacently be on the show? No, we got a great guest next week. Thank you guys. Todd O'Meara, thank you so much for being on the show. Frank Green, Scott Clark. It's gonna get weird.
Miss Hill, are you a woman scorned? Tom Heflin, Democrat, Alabama. Miss Hill, are you a woman scorned?
Health hath no fury.
All
We'll
right.
leave it at that. All right, then. All right. He's Frank Green. I'm Scott Clark. It's going to get weird. 369@gmail.com. Get weird. PC on Twitter, Spotify, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, your mom's house. We don't give a shit. You can find us. It's easy. Frank's yawning.
Google
It's late.
Play.
And we can't Google Play. I mean, the numbers are staggering.
It's like
For
300,000 per
Hey,
episode.
Get us over 1,000 downloads. That's all we ask for.
Get us before we go to Spotify exclusively
Hey, at some point, Joe Rogan's going to call us.
and say,
And
"Hey,
we're gonna
here's
be
all
his-
my money.
You guys are amazing. Here's $1 million each.
Take my money."
Fuck your mama.
Fuck
It's
you.
gonna get it's gonna get weird. Frank Green, Scott Clark, it's gonna get weird. Call us, talk to us, subscribe, share, listen, go fuck yourself. Good.